Did you know that you can animate your titles inside of Davinci Resolve without using keyframe? In this video, I'll show you how to craft a beautifully animated title within the edit page of Davinci Resolve. We will not use the Fusion page at all in this video. I'll go through each step of the process I follow to create the title you are seeing on screen right now, starting from a simple text plus. So if you're ready, let's get started. Alright, so we're in Davinci Resolve right now, we're on the edit page, and to start things off, we're gonna need to bring a text plus in our timeline. So I'm gonna go over to the effect library, titles, text plus, and I'm gonna drag it here in the timeline. I'm gonna make it the same length as my video clip so I can see what I'm doing. Actually, I'm gonna short it a little bit so we can see the title coming in when we're gonna be applying the transition. Because right now, as you see, there is nothing interesting about that title. There is no animation whatsoever. The title, font, colors, size, tracking, everything is very basic. It's like the default title that you can get inside of Davinci Resolve. So the first thing that I'm gonna need to do is to define what I want to do with that title. Is it gonna be a bold title in the center of my footage? Is it gonna be a lower third? I'm gonna define what I want to do with it. In this case, we're gonna just create a lower third. So I'm gonna start by writing the name of, let's say, a person. So here I'm gonna do Mime Fujiko, for example, and then I'm gonna change the font. The font is gonna impact the look of your title extremely. So here you can just browse through all the font that you might have on your computer, and as you can see, that's just changing completely the overall look and vibe of that title. So here I'm gonna go with Orbitron, which has a quite interesting minimalistic but futuristic look. Then I'm gonna just go to my viewer option, and here I'm gonna select Fusion Overlay, and that brings that viewer that allow me to move my title easily on the screen directly without having to go here in the inspector. So that just makes things slightly easier. Then here I'm just gonna extend my inspector so I can see what I'm doing, and we're gonna align our anchor to the left. That way here, if we were to change or add any other text, the alignment will still be on the left side. I'm then gonna reduce the size of my overall text, and I'm gonna place it right here, giving it some space to add a second line. By the way, if you're not happy with the font choices that you have available on your computer, you can always go to fontesk.com and download any font that they have available. There is so many different styles and interesting stuff. It's free, so just like go ahead and look for the specific style that you're looking for. So then what we're gonna do here, we're gonna add a second line with the job title of that person, let's say. So here I'm just gonna select my text plus, Alt Option on my keyboard, and duplicate it. You can also copy and paste it. Now I'm gonna change that text to Art Director, for example. I'm gonna reduce the size, and then here we're gonna bring that position down. Now to have a better design hierarchy and make it easy to read, I'm gonna switch from semi-bold to regular, and then we're gonna reduce the size even more. And then here I'm gonna increase the tracking a little bit. I'm also gonna make more space on the left side right here, so it looks similar to the bottom of the frame right here. So I'm just gonna move it slightly over, and then I'm gonna select my other text and move it slightly over as well, while keeping them fairly aligned. Now I'm gonna toggle that vision off so I can see what I'm doing, and I'm pretty happy with that. So here we have our layout that is the starting point for us to create our animated title. We first define what we wanted to do with that title and created a hierarchy for the title to be read. We've chosen the font and the placement as well as the tracking or the line spacing to define the layout and the style even further. And now we're gonna move over to creating the transition. So now the next step is gonna be to create our animation. So let's do that right now. So to animate a title, generally what is used is either keyframe or anim curve. To do that, for example, here, if I were to animate something on the size, I would just put 2 keyframes, 1 keyframe on the final size and 1 keyframe on the starting size, and that will be an animation. There is a bunch of problem with that, and actually to make it look nice, you need to make modification in Fusion to adjust the overall curve so the animation is smoother. There's another method that is way easier to do directly inside of the edit page, and that technique is to use transition. So for example, here, as you can see, I have a little slider that I can adjust. This is going to create a fade-in transition. Here, for example, +1, I'm creating a fade-in transition of about 1 second. So here we have the title coming in in about 1 second. If I want it to be 2 or 3 seconds, we can do that adjustment right here, and it's going to take 3 seconds to come in. So that's a very simple way to create a fade-in transition. But now we can also use the built-in transition inside of DaVinci Resolve. If we go over to Effect, Video Transition, we can use all the video transition inside of Resolve and third-party transition to create our animation in and our animation out. So for example, right now, if I were to scroll down and use the block glitch transition, I can just drag that right above my text. And now if I play it, as you can see, I have that transition coming in. Obviously, right now it's only on the first title. We're gonna need to apply it also to the second line, but that already gives you an idea on what we're gonna be doing right now. Right now, I'm just gonna disable that video track and we're gonna experiment a bit with that first title to show you what is available in the Fusion Transition library. And also I'll share with you a few of my favorites. The first one that I really like is here, Disarrange. So I'm gonna drag it and place it right here to simply replace the transition. Now, as you can see, if I play it, it's not looking good right away. And that's going to be the case for a few of those transitions. Some going to work out of the box, like the block glitch that I just presented you, but the disarrange is going to need a few adjustments. So here you can always go to the transition, select it, and then it's going to bring all the parameters that you can modify on that specific transition. On this one, for example, there is a background. The thing that I want to do is remove the background. So I'm going to remove here the alpha channel from 1 to 0, and that's just removing entirely the background. Another issue though that I have is that right now for this transition, it starts with the text being visible and then the disarrange is applied. So what I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to add a slight keyframe to just have it coming into play only right here midway through the transition. So I'm gonna select it midway right here. I'm gonna go to Video, Settings, and then here I'm just gonna drop a simple keyframe on the opacity. So we're gonna start here a few frames later. I'm gonna drop a keyframe on the opacity at 100, move a few frames backward with the arrow on my keyboard, and then here we're gonna bring the opacity down to 0. Now basically fix that transition and we have something that is quite interesting. So I really like this one. It just requires slightly more work. So if you're willing to just play around with some of them, you might get really interesting results. Another one that I really like that is simple but works well is the noise dissolve, in my opinion. You can just take it and drag it. And as you can see, you're gonna get a simple animation, but in my opinion, it looks very clean and very good. Now the third one is actually one that we've created for DaVinci Resolve, and you can download it with the link in the description below. Once you've installed it, you will go to Video Transition, Video Editor Studio, and then here you can scroll all the way down to Transition Bundle. It's basically a sample of all of our best transition from the different transition pack available on our website. And right now, the one that we're going to be using is the pan and tilt wipe transition sample. So I'm going to take it and drag it here on my title. And now, as you can see, we have the title coming in from the right side. Because it's already on the left side, I'm gonna just switch it here to right. That way, we're gonna have it coming from left to right in terms of the positioning. As you can see now, it's just coming into place clean and nicely. We can also adjust here down or up if we wanted to have it coming in from up or down. So that's just like another easy way to bring a title in. You can also adjust the look of your curve right here, and you have the blur strengths of the title coming in as well right here. Obviously, also the advantage of using that method is that you can easily adjust the timing of your animation in. So if you want to extend it, you can just do that right here. And now the timing of your transition will be adjusted. So right now, in our current case, I'm going to use the pan and tilt with transition for both of them. So I'm going to take it and drag it on the first one. And then I'm going to take the second one and drag it on the second one right here. Now, if I play it, as you can see, they're coming from the same place. So I want to adjust that slightly. I'm going to have the first one coming from the bottom up. So here I'm going to select it and select it down. And then we're gonna have it coming from the left to the right. So we're gonna select right for the second one. Now, here we go. That's already nicer, but right now they are coming at the same time, so they are crossing each other. So I'm gonna have the first one coming in slightly before the second one. Let's play it now. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in and adjust the timing slightly because I don't want to have too much delay in between. Here we go. And I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now, if we want to have an animation out, we will basically just repeat the same process. So what I can do if I want the animation out, I can just select here my transition, hold Option on my keyboard, and then drag it at the end of the title. And now basically we'll have the exact same thing. But this time, if I want it to go in the other direction, I'm going to select left instead of right. And now it's just basically going to go back exactly from where it came. I'm going to do the exact same thing here with the main header. So I'm going to hold Option, drag it here at the end of the title, and then here, same thing. I'm going to select up instead of down. And now we have our animation out. Now we've managed to create a simple yet interesting title. I'm going to share with you a few other tips to try to stylize that, depending on how much flair you want your title to have. If there is some specificity that you want to adjust, for example, having some continuous animation to it, if you want to add some texture, glow, if you want to make the title pop more, I'm going to check all that in the third part of that video. All right, so now there is about 100 ways of stylizing a title, and it really depends on your preferences and what you're trying to achieve. But right now I'm gonna share with you the tool that you can use to make those modifications and make those creative changes. I'm gonna do it on a new frame because I'm gonna use a bigger title to make it easier for you to see the changes. So I'm gonna go back to title. I'm gonna bring a new text plus here in my timeline, and we're gonna make modification to this. So here I'm gonna type something, so feeling, for example, and then we're gonna choose another font. And here we go. Now we have all demo titles. So the first thing I want to share with you is using the shading tab to make your title pop more. I've already mentioned that multiple times in video, to use glow, shadow, box, etc. to make your text easy to read. So there is many things that you can use here in the shading element. You can have an outline, you can have a black shadow, you can have a text box, so on and so forth. So those can be very, very helpful for you to modify and use to make your text stand out. So for example, here, the blue border box as a starting point to create a box for your text. You can just toggle that in, and then here we're gonna change the color, for example, to black. We're then gonna change here the level to text instead of character. So that's just going to take our entire text rather than the individual character. And then we can adjust the horizontal aspect, the vertical aspect, depending on how much space we want to have here in the border. And we can adjust the corner radius. So here, if we want to have it slightly more round. Now, the cool thing about that is that if we go back to the text and now we just add some more, as you can see, the box is automatically adapting to the text that we've been adding, and that's really helpful. Another way to make your text stand out could be to use the shadow. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I've mentioned it multiple times, but here in the shading element, you have black shadow, and you can start to use that, and you can adjust the softness of that shadow on different axes. So here the X and Y axis to soften the overall look of it. You can adjust the blend to reduce the shadow or increase it. Change the color, change the overall opacity of that shadow. You can make all those modifications right there. So that's another way to make it stand out. Now, another cool thing that you can do here in the shading element is, for example, adding texture to your text. That can really help make your title come to life. So an easy way to do that is simply to go here to select element number 1, and then we're gonna select here image, and we're gonna switch from tool to clip. And then here we're gonna browse and bring any image we want. So for example, here I've downloaded that image. We can just take it and add it right here, and it's just gonna bring some texture to my text. You can find a bunch of texture images on places like Unsplash, for example. You can just download right here for free. Now go over to Davinci Resolve again, browse, and you can just bring that new image in, and it will be adapted to your text. Now, as you can see right now, that image is repeating itself, which might not be what you want if that texture is getting repetitive, or we can see that it's not continuous. So here we can switch that at the mapping level, switching from character to text. Depending on the format of your image, this one right now, for example, it's completely opposite to what we have right here. So we need to maybe switch it around to get that look. Or we can play around here with the mapping size. We can play around with the mapping aspect. We can stretch it to fit. etc., to get the desired result. And now lastly, to make some cool stylistic change to your titles, another way is to use effect. For example, by the way, in the effect category, Video Editor Studio, if you have downloaded our free starter pack, that is a link in the description below, you will have the shadow, glow, and background effect that you can just drag directly on your Text Plus, and that will give you basically the possibility to have a shadow effect, a glow effect, and a background effect all in one. So if the shading element seems a bit too complicated for you, right now we've really simplified stuff to make it very easy for you to add a shadow, glow, and background. You can download again that effect by clicking the link in the description below and downloading our free starter pack. But also you can use the effect directly available inside of Davinci Resolve. There is so many of them, so I'm not gonna go through all of them, but basically the first one that I find very interesting is to play around with the distortion of your title to give it a different look and feel. So here I'm going to use the wrapper effect, and I'm just going to drag that on the Text Plus. Here in my view option, I'm going to switch to Open FX Overlay so I can see what I'm doing. And now, as you can see, I can simply click in my viewer and make some distortion to my text. So you can add multiple points. So here, for example, I can drag it from one point, add a second point, and add it again, and then a third one. And here we go. And now we've created some distortion to our text. There is different wrap mode that you can use. Right now I'm in corner. You can use edge, which give it a different look. We can have distance and manual, which again, give it like a different look. You can also play around with the wrap scale, which basically gonna control the intensity of your distortion. So the more you increase it, the more distorted the text gonna be on the point that you've created. Or if you decrease it, you're gonna have no effect at all. So that could be something very interesting to play around with. Like with anything, my recommendation will be to not overdo it. Just don't use all the different effects that I've mentioned. It was just to show you around what you could do and how you could add some flair to your titles. But just keep in mind that less is more, and sometimes adding too many effects gonna make your final title look cheap. So just be careful with that. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know in a comment what kind of video you would like to see next, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Speed up your workflow and create better videos using the pack available on our website, including titles, transition, and templates built only for Davinci Resolve. Get started today by downloading our free starter pack that contains over 150 elements. Link in the description below or at videoeditorstudio.com.